Hello everyone, welcome back to Clementine Creative. My name is Clementine and I'm back with another video. This video is a little bit different than all the other videos that I usually do because I'm actually doing two paintings at the same time here. Well, not at the same time in real life, but the video is showing basically two paintings happening at the same time. What my intention or the idea was that I could show both, I guess both characters happening at the same time, so you could see them exactly happening at the same time. I do the body there, I do the body on the left side and on the right side, but that didn't happen because the video recording for the one on the right is actually a little bit slower because the entire piece didn't take me as long to create as the one on the left. So that created some basically time differences, and so the one on the left is going to progress much faster than the one on the right. This video is 20 minutes long. I'm sorry for the long video, but I did want to make this video a little bit longer since we do have two characters that are happening at the same time. I want you to really get a feel for it. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into a little bit into the whole thing, what's going on. So on the left side, you're basically, so first of all, on the left side we have Spades Path of Thorn, which is the original concept. On the right side we have Spades Path of Thorn, which is the skin. Now hopefully, let me say that again because I'm not sure if I said it correctly. On the left side, Path of Order. On the right side, Path of Thorn. So the original one is Path of Order, which is on the left side. The skin is Path of Thorn on the left side, on the right side. So that's what's happening. On the right side, you can basically already see the finished product for Path of Order, which turned out pretty good, I think. I personally like it a lot. It is a little bit funny that you can already see it, but that was the intention. You can see how the process went for that one on the left side, whilst watching how the right one was then basically created. I really like the right one. The skin is definitely the one I like the most, but it's really personal preference, I guess, at this point. So yeah, we can already see on the left side I'm already starting to do the west. I'm not sure how you would call it. It's just the west. On the right side I'm still into the silhouette, in the silhouette process. So yeah, as I said, the recording on the left side is going a little bit slower, but it's going to catch up, no problem. I did try to center these pieces as much as possible so that, because I did cut off half of the actual screen recording, which means you're only seeing, it's very hard to explain, but I had to basically divide one screen into halves, which means I had to cut the recordings into appropriate size that would fit in one half. Each has to fit in one half of the screen, and therefore you lose a little bit of screen action. As you can see, let's say on the right side, the concept is a little bit more to the left because it wasn't 100% centered, and that's what I'm talking about. It's a little bit difficult to create these kind of videos. I'm not sure if this was the best choice to make a video like this. I could have made two videos, but I decided to make one. It's definitely a more interesting way to approach video making. If you like this kind of video, I can do more in the future. But yeah, so as you can see, the left one is slowly progressing to its completed state, while the right one is still not taking any form, but it'll soon. So yeah. Let's see, what could I talk about? I got about 15 minutes left to talk about something, so okay, let's talk about a little bit what happened this week. I bought myself a PS4, which I was really excited about. I waited for it for, let me rephrase that. I waited for the PS4 for about 10 days, a little bit less than that. Now I finally got it. It's nice, and I was really excited when I got it. I also bought the game before I even got the PlayStation, which was Dying Light, because I really wanted to play that game. And I'm really happy that I got it, but I realized that I'm not as excited about getting gaming wear, like gaming things like PlayStations and Xboxes. I'm not as excited about those things as I am excited about, say, getting something for work, like a screen, a book, hardware, software, doesn't matter. I ordered myself also a screen, a Samsung curved screen that I'm gonna place on my side here with my iMac. Um, and lately I've been also thinking that I'll have. I was thinking that I maybe sell my Vacom Cintiq tablet. Not sure how well it will do in the market though. It's not old or anything, but it does have, the screen is used a little bit, and you can definitely feel that. So I would have to drop a price for $100 just for that already. No age and used and count used. Okay, let me again. I'm very bad at phrasing stuff. I have to lower the price for €100 already just because it's a little bit used on the screen, not counting the fact that I have to discount the price for, or lower the price for, the fact that it's an old tablet. It's been used, so not including that, just the fact that the screen is a little bit used. Because I'm also not sure if you can replace the screen or not. If any of you, no matter when you're watching this video, know if you can replace the Vacom screen, please comment in the comment section. I would really like to know. I am talking about Vacom Cintiq 13 HD. If you happen to know if you can change the screen or the glass or whatever that it's protecting it, if you can replace it, I'd be happy to know because I really want to replace it. But yeah, I was thinking of maybe getting rid of this thing and just getting a regular Intuos tablet. The reason why is because I realized I don't look at the screen at all. I've gotten used to watching the screen on my iMac while I paint, and therefore this thing lost all of its meaning. I don't need the screen. I'm still not sure. We'll see. The thing is, I am a little bit sentimental about it. I got this tablet. It was nice, and I'm not really sure, to be honest. I'm still half-hearted about this. I know that if I will sell it, I was also thinking of not giving it, but maybe selling it to our school, to my high school where I went, to use this Vacom tablet if they wanted it. Because students there would definitely be interested in using it, though I am afraid, because there are different types of people, that it would get ruined really fast. This is an expensive piece of hardware. It does cost $1,000 or about 900 and something euros, and it's not something that I really want to just hand over to someone that will completely wreck it, even though it's really doesn't matter, because if I get the money for it, that's okay, but I'm not 100% sure of this. If I could get it for a really nice price, I'd probably, with that money, buy a new Intuos tablet. But like I said, I'm not sure. We'll see. Everything is still here. It still works really well. It's just I don't use the whole screen that much anymore. I did at first. It was very helpful, but now it's more or less just there because it's a screen. I don't really look at it. Sometimes it does come in sometimes it does come in handy when I have to make a specific path, following a specific path, and let's say with a lasso tool, and I can, look at the screen. It's much easier to follow than if I look on the computer screen. It's not as easy to follow a line than if I look on the Cintiq screen. So that is definitely a plus. It's a plus also sometimes. Drawing certain things, it's much easier to do it while looking down. However, I have gotten used to looking at the screen, and that's how I paint. So, really, I haven't found any real use for this tablet anymore, and at least it's screen. I don't use any buttons on the side at all. So yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit of a shame, but as you evolve, you learn that it's not about the tools. I think that at the time that I bought it, it's not. It wasn't just about the fact that it's a Cintiq. It was the fact that it had a screen that I could draw on, and that was something that I wanted to get for the longest time. And I even borrowed money from my friend to buy it, which I returned like a week later. But I got it, and now I feel like it's nice, but we'll see. We'll see what'll happen. So yeah, that's as far as this goes. But yeah, like I said before, I did buy a new screen. Also, one of the reasons why I want to get rid of maybe this Cintiq is because the amount of screens that I think that you can have is it's 3. So this Cintiq is acting as a screen, so I cannot plug in another screen to have a whole 3 set. If I could do that, if I could have three monitors, that would be really nice, really helpful on just placing the entire tool set that I have on my Mac is definitely much better if I have more. If I have more screens, then I can put something on that screen, something on that screen. These are the things that you realize once you get into it a little bit more, into digital painting or any kind of work that is computer related. But yeah, it seems that I've been blabbering about random things. I'm so sorry. Hopefully, it's not that uninteresting for you to listen to. But let's see where we're at with the characters. We can see that I already finished the west on the left side, and I'm now doing the shoulder guard. I'm sorry, in the tutorial I used the word shield a lot. I meant shoulder guard, but I just couldn't remember it. So on the left side, we're seeing on the original design, I'm very close to the finish. However, the designs will finish at the same time, so you'll see the one on the right will speed up eventually. But yeah, the idea for the one on the left was, to show a little bit more of order. So think of it as a royal guard or whatever, something along those lines, like a commander of a certain guard unit or whatever. And then on the right side is more of a Path of Thorn is more of a rogue musketeer, almost like a dark magician, dark swordsman, doesn't really matter. He is a swordsman, a musketeer, although musketeers used to have muskets, that's why they were called musketeers. But when I say musketeers, I mean the ones like in the movie, the Three Musketeers or whatever. Basically swordsman, who has a... I honestly don't know what this weapon is called, which is embarrassing, to be honest, that I don't know what it's called. And you know what? I'll actually Google it right now. What the I guess the blade is called. I think I know how it's called, but not sure. But yeah, as you're seeing on the screen now, they're really progressing. There is a lot of rotating again. But I can't help it. It's something that I do. It's just a part of painting process that I rotate the screen a lot. So I googled it, and it is, as I thought, it's called a rapier. Rapier. Let me actually read that again so that I don't, because that sounds really wrong. Yeah, but it is rapier. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm sorry if that's not how it's pronounced. But this weapon is basically meant not as much for striking that it is for stabbing, if I'm correct. It is a very thin weapon, or at least the blade is very thin. But yeah, so I really like the one on the right. It's the character. It's really progressing nicely, and yeah, I finished this one. If we talk a little bit time-wise, okay, how long it took me, to put you in perspective, the one on the left took me around 7 hours. The one on the right took me around 5 hours. Not more than 5 hours. It was 5 hours, and I completed it yesterday. If you're wondering, today it's Thursday today. Tomorrow is going to be Friday. So today's Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday. On Tuesday, I finished the one on the left, which I started on Monday. I started working a little bit late on Monday, so I couldn't finish it. I couldn't finish the one on the left on Monday, so I had to finish it on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, yesterday, I started doing this design. And yesterday, I also got the PS4, and I was divided. What should I do? Should I play or should I work? But I really like doing characters, and I just couldn't resist. I rather started working than playing games, because I played games in the evening, so I didn't really lose anything. But yeah, both pieces are slowly getting there. The one on the left is already finished, more or less. Now I just have to do the sword. And some other things, obviously. As you can see, there are some minor things that I'm still doing, like the little chain. I really like the chain, and the reason why this character has this chain, and if you remember the character, the heavy class character, they are more or less supposed to fit the same universe. These two characters, they were, this was really inspired by, just heavily inspired by Bloodborne. I keep saying Bloodborne, Battleborn. Highly inspired by Battleborn. I love both. And just so you know, I love Bloodborne as well, but Battleborn is one of my most anticipated games. The reason being for that is I really, really, really enjoyed Borderlands. Borderlands 2, one of my favorite shooter games. If not my favorite shooter game. Borderlands, a pre-sequel, it was good. I loved it, except it was a little bit too hard, I think. Maybe the reason why it was so hard is because I did play with my friends online. I don't know if that had something to do with it, but it was really difficult, and there were characters just spawning the entire time, and it was annoying already. So I never actually beat that game. I was very, very close to the ending, but I got pissed off, and I just deleted the game because it was so hard. Every time I defeated the enemies, and then I got through one door and came back, they were again there. It was getting kind of annoying. But yes, again, very good game. If you haven't played it, it's more comical game, and it has that cartoony style. I really love their style, and Battleborn has a even more stylized style to draw characters and the entire environment, and it's beautiful. The game looks absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to play it. But yeah, these were highly inspired. Also inspired by Overwatch, an upcoming game from Blizzard that I also can't wait to play. It's you search for inspirations. You're not exactly copying, so hopefully I didn't copy a character that already exists. I do know that in Battleborn there is a character that has swords, but that wasn't really trying to copy. That was more or less a coincidence. If you hear my cat meowing in the background, just ignore her. She's just searching for attention. But yeah. As you can see, the swords are being done on both sides now. I really love the one on the right side. It's beautiful. I love the color combination. In the front, it's supposed to represent poisonous, kind of a feeling like there's poison in the tip of the sword. But otherwise, yeah, like just show the whole, spiky feel to it. And if you haven't realized yet, the blades, or whatever they are, but the handle and the guard are supposed to represent leaves, and I love both of them. They're really nice. You play around and you create something beautiful. I really love the design, which might sound really like I have a lot of ego or whatever, but it's not that. It's just I like it, But yeah. So here I'm just placing the swords, placing them in the same order as I did before, just so that I get to represent both characters or both designs in more or less the same light. A little bit different pose, which I like the slight difference. So yeah, now I'm just drawing in the hand. The hands are not the best. I didn't really put that much time into them because I just didn't. But yeah, now I add some lighting on that, and we're soon gonna see a transition into the whole piece, and that'll be the it for this video, because it is coming to an end. Now we have only about a minute of footage left. So while this minute is still happening. Hopefully it is 1 minute. While this minute is counting down, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who supports my YouTube channel, watches my videos. If you've made it this far, that means you've watched the entire video or skipped to the last part. Doesn't matter. I'm really happy that you like my videos, that my videos help you in your drawing, in your painting. And it really means a lot to me. This YouTube channel has been one of the best things that happened to me, and I don't regret ever doing it. But yeah, thanks for watching my videos. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. It looks like crap, right? It doesn't look like anything yet, but it will. It will very soon. Alright, so what do? We take the brightest color, or the color that we want to, I guess, use.